This is the Greg Bedard Patriots Podcast with Nick Cattles.
So comfort level, execution. I want to ask you expectations, at this time of year. We're talking June 9th, so we still got a long way to go. But if you were to try to envision your expectations, Greg, post first mandatory minicamp practice for this team, would you say that Drake has fallen short of expectations? Do you think he's met those expectations, or do you think he's a little bit ahead so far?
It's funny that you asked me that question, Nick, and good job by you, which I expect, because I actually had to, and it's not just Drake Maye, it's overall with the team. Like, I kind of had to tell myself, like, all right, relax. And I was like, do I write this for tomorrow or what? But I was like, let me give it the second day of minicamp, and then we'll see how I feel. But I will say that these last two OTAs, I've left very excited about the team. And I would say that where they are right now, overall, is exceeding my expectations. I think that Drake Maye, where he was from the 4 interception camp, where I'm just like, oof, this is going to be rougher than I thought, to now, I think he is now exceeding expectations. And that's just over, a matter of a couple weeks. And so Nick knows me. He makes fun of me for it, and it's valid. I am not one to be prone to be excited about much when it comes to the Patriots, and I'm always the slow your roll type of guy, the wet blanket of reason. But I'm pretty excited about where this team is right now, and it's mostly because of the offense. Like, I expect the defense to be pretty good, but and look, it's not entirely fair, because the defense, like, I watched Keon White against Will Campbell a few times today, and Keon White is taking like 3 or 4 steps, and then he's sort of shutting it down.
Yeah.
That ain't going to happen when we get to training camp. It ain't going to happen when we get to the games. So there's a little bit of an advantage for the offense, which they couldn't take advantage of. Now they are. And I would say, if you're just watching the last 2 practices, you would be like, wow, this offense is really good, and I'm not sure about the defense. But I am not ready to say that even close. I'll just leave it as, I'm excited as we have one more practice before we get back for training camp. I am excited about where the Patriots are, and I would say that they're a little bit ahead of schedule than where I thought they would be.
You just mentioned Campbell. Is he improving from what you see?
Yeah. Now, I will say I haven't watched him a ton, and because I get caught up a little bit in the Drake Maye. I need to know how many times he's putting it on the ground, or the ball's on the ground in general for the passing offense, which is sort of the barometer for me for, how is the offense doing in these types of camp? How often is the ball on the ground? Like, I remember there were times the Matt Patricia year was a disaster. The Bill O'Brien year wasn't much better. Last year wasn't great either. So I'm trying to keep track of that. But I will say I probably watched Will Campbell closely on about 5 or 6 snaps today, and I thought he was doing a really good job. And he wasn't getting a ton of help. He was going up against Keon White most of the time when I saw him, and I thought he was the base thing that I can say is his technique was good. He was in the right place. He wasn't reaching. He was getting his feet under him. And for a rookie at this point in time, that's pretty good.